So here we are, folks, with something a little bit, should we say, modern. This is the Rabbids racing shopping trolley. Rabbids, I am still catching up on it. I think it's from a computer game. It's been made into a cartoon, and it's quite funny. And obviously Meccano have got the license to create some of the characters, as it were, and the things that they use in the cartoons, it seems. Possibly the games, I don't know. Anyway, this is a rabbit, and it's basically a loony rabbit. And this is their shopping cart, which I think they've used on a few times, one of which is to collect articles to build a tower to get to the moon, I think, but don't quote me on that. Right, that side of things out the way. Initially I was quite I thought, oh no, that's not Meccano attitude, but prices have dropped, and I must admit I wasn't really looking for anything like this, but I was in Toys R Us Solihull near Brum, and came across several Meccano sets and several of the Rabbids series. This racing shopping trolley is quite a decent model, actually. It says for 7+ years of age. Yeah, I suppose, because the instruction book is very good, and it even narrows each stage down to just one part. So, for example, let's have a look. There's an angle bracket there. You may not be able to see that, but there's an angle bracket there, and that was just one stage. The other side was another stage. So things like that made it quite easy to follow. Little bit fiddly in places, not too bad. The main place being this little strip here, and building up the 3 narrow strips at the back. They overlap, so you have to work out which is the best way to cause the least distortion in that little strip there. But parts wise, especially at the price this is about 15 quid, 14.95 or something like that, I think it was. For the parts alone, it is well worth it. It's quite an enjoyable build. Hour and a half you should have it done, just taking it steady. 2 hours maybe. And it does run fairly freely. It's quite good. It's quite weighty, of course, being all strips. Issues with parts: I've had one nut that got a completely oversized hole in it, which has been thrown because it was useless, and one of the 6-hole narrow strips, that size there, that I got a slight damage to one edge, but I got a spare of me. I've got several spares, so I've used that. I could still have used it, but not much of a problem. So a decent little model, solid as well, very solid. A bit silly, yes, but quite good. We have some road cones to knock over, and I'll just show you the insides of the instruction book. I pick at random. There we are. You can see there, it's all clear. You can see how many of the stages there are just one bolt, one angle bracket to another part, that sort of thing. And essentially the same there, for example. All quite clear. We have yeah, there's another one there where it's just a couple of parts in each stage, and so on. So there you go. That's them. Rabbids. That's the French. Lapins crétins. You also get a ramp made out of cardboard, which is just pushed out of a piece of card mount. You get the ramp, which you fold the sides to, and tuck it in at the edge. You also get these 2 sort of, what should we say, strips. You fold those over and slot them in. And again, that one as well. Foley's Elvis slotted in. But that said, you know, nothing really too overly complicated with the model. So folks, there's the model as you can see. What I'm going to do, or try to do, is add one of these little fellows. A magic motor, Meccano magic motor from the 60s or 70s, I suppose this one. Originally an X series motor from the 30s. And we're going to make this little trolley go a bit more crazy like it and the characters do in the cartoons.